Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday evening. It is Monday, Memorial Day weekend here, having a short week in the US. We only have a few more work days before we hit another weekend. I'm super, super excited. I work at a hospital. I snuck in and saw that there weren't that many emails. So this week's going to be great. And I hope everyone had a great day today. And God bless, thanking our veterans and those that have died to serve our country. So God bless those folks very much. So we are just waiting for a few more people to join in, and then we are going to do some acupressure tonight. So just waiting for a few more folks. So what we usually do is we do a 3-point protocol for stress and anxiety, get you ready for your work week. And then we're going to do some for 3-point protocol for weight loss, and we'll also do a 3-point protocol for aches and pains. So really, really good. So I just want to have a few more people join in, and then what we're going to do is get started. All right, we've got about 100 people on here, so fantastic. So everybody get into a comfortable place wherever you are in the world. I'm in Washington, D.C. I'm in the nation's capital. It was wonderful to see the flags all over to consider our veterans. Very good. So we're going to start with 3-point protocol for stress and anxiety. So first protocol that we're going to do, you guys know, is yin tong. Yin tong's such a great point. So I want you to keep this in your repertoire of points. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling anxious, if you can't sleep, this is a good point. So in the interest of time, I'll keep trying for us. So we're going to do this for a minute. So everybody put their phones down, and I want you to follow along and do this point. Don't worry, I will keep track. And by the end of this session, you are going to feel really, really good. Why is this point so helpful? Well, right behind it, in many cultures around the world, this is considered the pituitary gland. And right here, you have balancing out cortisol, thyroid, estrogen, progesterone, FSH, LH, testosterone. So this is a really great point. I do this point on myself when I'm feeling stressed, or I'm having a tough time staying focused, or I need to wind down to sleep. So really, really good point to do. See, that was just a minute. See how easy it was? So next time you're at a traffic light, or you're at a Zoom call, or you're standing in line, you can do that. All right, next thing that we are going to do is, you guessed it, you're going to do ear shin men. So on the ear, you can do either ear. I usually like to do 30 seconds on each ear, but I want you to consider, thank you so much, Tabia, thank you. Thank you so much. So I want you to consider doing this with me. You can hit my site. The second link has the ear seeds, super cheap. You get 500 for like $5. I've vetted the vendors, are really high quality. But you can also, we'll just use a pen. We'll use my pen. So, or you can use your finger. We're going to do 30 seconds on each ear, but really the points are supposed to be meant for a couple of minutes. But in the interest of time, I want you guys comfortable in doing these. So we'll see on my ear right here. So right here, and we're just going to massage it, and I'll watch the clock. Everybody put your phones down and follow along with me. If you're just joining, welcome. We're doing a 3-point protocol to help you with stress, anxiety, get you ready for bed. It is 9 p.m. in Washington, D.C. After I do this, I'm going to write some blogs. We have some blogs. You can check them out on our website. And then I'm going to go to bed. So these are really great points to help you wind down. You can do these when you're stressed, when you're anxious, if you have a panic attack. These are really good points. If you're sad, if you're getting a little, if you're grieving, if you can't sleep, any of these reasons, it's really, really good. All right, now we're going to switch the ear. See how simple? Do it at a traffic light. You can do it standing in line. No one needs to know. Then we're going to use the other ear, and we're going to do this. And I get super relaxed when I do these points. Goodness, you'll see by the end of these sessions, I am feeling really sleepy. And I'm like, all right, you guys, we'll check you out, and so forth. All right, so we have a couple of people asking questions. So for rosacea, there is a protocol, goodness. So let's do this. I will write this down and then we can figure it out. So what we're going to do, just in the interest of time, is we're going to do one more point for stress and anxiety. We're going to do a 3-point protocol for weight loss. So many of you guys struggle with weight loss. And then we're also going to do a 3-point protocol for aches and pains. So this is really good for anxiety. And then we'll save the last half an hour or so and we'll answer questions. How about that? That sounds really good. Where am I putting the pen? It is right here. I'm putting it right there. That's where I'm putting it. You can see my ear is nice and red, so it means it's got good flow. All right, next point. Everybody loves this point. I love this point. Children love this point. My nephew, who's 4 years old, loved this point. And this is a really great point to do when you're winding down for sleep. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your thank you, Beatrice. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose. Really, really appreciate it. So you're going to take your finger and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to kind of go down the rim of the ear and you're going to massage it like this. Everybody loves this point. And then we will try to cover menopause at the end. Hang on to your questions. Let's do the protocols. A lot of them can double back on things. Like this is a great point for menopause as well. Thank you so much for Adele. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. So you guys, let's do this for 30 seconds. Follow along with me. I want to finish the stress and anxiety protocol, get you really good. And then we'll go ahead and do the weight loss protocol and we'll do aches and pains. Save your questions to the end. A lot of these points double back for some of the things you guys are mentioning. Also, I wanted to tell you before I forget, let's switch to the other ear. 30 seconds on each ear, but you can do these for a couple of minutes and please do. So we're gonna do this for a couple of seconds. So we're going to do it for 30 seconds, but in reality, you should be doing these points for a couple minutes each. And you can tell this isn't going to take very much time. So just wanted to mention, a lot of people have been asking, we are planning on running free clinics in 2024 in US and India. I'm in the DC area. We'll definitely do one in Washington, DC, because that's where I'm from. This is my hometown. We're also wanting to do them in New York City and Boston, also in India, where I'm from. If you check out our YouTube channel, you will see my free clinic. It was a huge success 15 years ago. And so 15 years ago, we did thousands of people. In fact, I think I personally did 10,000 people. And when I did that, 70% of them, we did a survey, ended up getting results. So long-term results. It was fantastic. It was excellent. So we went back 10 years later, did the survey, and 70% of the people we had treated had long-term results. So one way that you can help us, a lot of people have been asking, is that we have volunteer opportunities. We'll get into it. And if you become a subscriber, it's the yellow star at the bottom left-hand corner. All your subscription, we will do this. You become a part of our family. And in addition to becoming a part of our family, our commitment to you is that we provide free healthcare in the US and India. And we also monitor the chats, the lives, so that we can go ahead and answer your questions. You get a blue star. So we do our best to give you a little bit of TLC. So do consider helping me run those free clinics and, doing that subscription. It's the star at the bottom left-hand corner. Okay, let's do weight loss. So weight loss is pretty much, a lot of people struggle with weight loss, and we are going to cover a lot of different reasons why people struggle with weight loss. For weight loss, people struggle with hormone balance, gas and bloating and constipation, metabolism, as well as cravings, right? So we're going to do a really quick 3-point protocol to help with that. So I want to first explain the mirror image so that you understand. So we're going to do 3 points to help with weight loss. And this is a great set of points that you can do to start out your day. And then you can do it if you're 65 years old, not a problem. You can start these points in the morning and do them in the evening, puts you in a really good place. Also do your diet, exercise, walk, get 7 hours of sleep and stay hydrated, all that. But I want to explain the reflexology in this. So the reflexology looks like this, and then the reflexology also looks like this. And then also the reflexology looks like this, and the reflexology looks like this. The reflexology looks like this. The reflexology looks like this. And also I'm going to do some points for cravings. So first thing we're going to do is think of me in the morning when you take a shower. Some people take a shower at night. So either way, when you're washing your face, I want you to wash your face in this way. We're going to do this for a minute. So why is washing your face in this way really good? Well, if you look at the reflexology right here, it will get the metabolism. You won't be as constipated, as bloated. And so also, ladies, if you're struggling with an irregular period, this is a really good spot to hit up. So I want you to consider doing this point like this. And we're going to do it in the interest of time. We're just going to do it for a minute. And I will watch the clock for us. But in reality, I want you to do this for a couple of minutes. And then there was a gal that talked about floaters. You want to drink chrysanthemum tea. That will really help you with floaters. So do consider that. And we'll try to get through the protocol for weight loss and aches and pains. And then we will answer questions. And we answer questions. Do consider our subscription, because those people who have subscribed through the yellow star at the bottom left-hand corner, you will help us fund the money for the free clinic in US and India. And in addition to that, we'll give everybody TLC, don't worry, but we'll give you a little bit of TLC. We'll monitor, and you get a blue star in the questions. You get to choose the live topics, and we'll do our best to get to your questions, a little bit more consistency. So do consider the subscription to help us with the free clinic. And yes, we will get to sciatica as well. Hang with me for another few seconds. I'm just watching the clock. This is a really good point to do for weight loss, also to regulate a cycle. Also, this is great for sinus headaches. Also, gentlemen, if you're struggling with PE and ED, this is also a really good point. This also can help you open up the sinuses if you have sinus congestion or if you have a sinus headache. Wow, this is the longest 30 seconds. I hope my clock is working all right. So really good. I want to just do this for another minute or so. When I do this acupressure point, I feel so good. I just want you to know this is a great point. Woo! We did it for just a minute. See how effective that can be if it's just a minute? All right, next point we're going to do is you can't do the hand points, or you can't do the foot points if you are pregnant. It's too stimulating. Remember, the image is like this. The image also is like this. The image is like this. The image is like this. The image is like this. So it's too stimulating for the uterus. So please don't do these points if you are pregnant on the hand. Face points generally need to be okay. Can't do hand and foot points if you're pregnant. Thank you so much, Catherine. Know that all the roses, all the badges, all the diamonds, all the coins go to Free Clinics 2024. So do know that, and do consider the subscription. That's our commitment for you and us to help fuel those clinics. All right, what we're going to do is put your hands together, and then we are... So, hey dear, I got your, let's see, message, diet and exercise. There wouldn't be a $1 trillion industry. These are in addition to diet and exercise. The American Heart Association recommends about 30 minutes of walking a day. Diet, I personally do intermittent fasting. You can do calorie deficit. You can do anything. You got to pick a diet that you're going to maintain. You got to pick an exercise that you can do. So peppermint, mocha, this is in addition to diet and exercise, and 7 hours of sleep minimum. Research shows that if you sleep for 7 hours, you actually can sway the odds in helping you with weight loss. But acupressure, acupuncture has also been medically proven to help you with metabolism, and also helping you also clean out the intestines so that you can better metabolize. So never said not without diet and exercise, dear. Definitely not. So let's see. Okay. All right. Then then what you are saying is your program won't work without exercise and diet. I'm saying in addition, dear. This can really help get that feeling when you feel like you are stuck with metabolism. This can help. If you're constipated, this can help. If your hormones are low, this can help. So this is in addition, dear. Not a competition, in addition, not in lieu of. Very good, peppermint. Okay, and then going back to the hand motion, you can do it as quick, as soft, or as intense, or as slow. You can pick a rhythm that works for you. You can definitely pick a rhythm that works for you. And you can also do it like this. Remember, acupuncture is three-dimensional. So you can also do it like this. You can 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 do it like this. The only way you can't do it is if you are pregnant. Can't do the hand points if you're pregnant. All right, we're just going to wait another 30 seconds, and then we're going to move on to a really great point. A lot of these acupressure points, I am helping you to manage cravings. You can do this at night if you're feeling like you want something sweet or salty, or you want carbs. This will also help you if you feel like you're not absorbing your foods, metabolizing your foods. This point actually will really help you if you are constipated. And I will get to blood pressure in a minute. Jatina, give me 1 second, dear, and I will get to blood pressure in a second. So we're just going to wait for another 30 seconds till the clock switches over. And then we're going to talk about blood pressure because that's crucially important. We're going to do our third acupressure point to help with weight loss that you can also do. So if you just joined us, perfect. All right, a lot of people are asking about blood pressure. Yes, blood pressure, very important. A point you can do is this. So the reason why this point works for sleep is because it actually lowers the blood pressure. So what you can do is you can do either ear, and you can do both ears. Just go from the top and go down like this. Just go from the top and go down like this. And then go from the top and go down like this. Do it at least for a couple minutes at nighttime. It'll help you sleep. Work with your doctor on blood pressure. You do not want to mess around on blood pressure. Go see the doctor. Blood pressure, I've seen, can cause nasty headaches, can cause blurry eyes, can cause a lot of different things. So don't mess around. Go see your doctor. But 2 things you can do to help for yourself, self-care, along with the recommendations of your doctor for blood pressure, is you can pretty much massage the rim of the ear, both sides, and then in addition, cinnamon tea. Cinnamon tea is wonderful. You can Google PubMed research. Cinnamon tea can help with cholesterol. Cinnamon tea can help with blood pressure. Ladies, if you're having endometriosis or if you are having painful periods, cinnamon tea can help with painful periods, and also it can help you with blood pressure. So keep that in mind. Okay, last point that we're going to do for weight loss. So if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. We are doing 3-point protocol for weight loss. First protocol was on the face. Second protocol was on the hands. And right here is the mirror image. Right here is the mirror image. And these points are going to help you with constipation, bloating, gas, can help you absorb your foods, can help you with metabolism. And also the face point can help you with estrogen, progesterone, cholesterol, thyroid. Of course, work with your doctor. So the last thing that I want to cover that people struggle with weight loss is cravings. We just released a video today on cravings. So 2 points that you can do with cravings, and actually we'll do them together, is right here where the ear actually attaches to, right here where the ear attaches to the head. This point is the hunger point. It can really manage your appetite. I actually do this point, actually put an ear seed right at that point. And the reason why I do it is I practice intermittent fasting. So when I come home, I don't want to eat potato chips. I don't want to eat ice cream. I had a really good appetite from noon to 8. And so I want to relax and not eat anything sugary, salty, or have carbs at nighttime because I already ate healthy. And this point right here where the ear attaches to the face can help regulate that. So I want you to consider massaging this point whenever you're feeling carbs and you want to maintain the window that you want to eat in. The other point that will actually make you sleepy and not want to eat is right at the bottom medial aspect of the skull. So right there is the mastoid process. If you fall into a ditch, you will go into that area, and that spot will help you want to go to sleep versus eat, which is good because if you get 7 hours of sleep, it will help you with metabolism. So let's see. you're going to take your 2 fingers, the peace sign, and then you're going to cuff the ear. And then you're going to do it on both sides. Everybody put phones down. I'll keep time for us. We're just going to do it for a minute. And then we're going to go ahead and massage it just like this. And this is a really good point for cravings. Everybody do it so that you can do these points and then you can take a hot shower. You can watch a little bit of Netflix. I've been watching All American, really, really good. And then, you can go to bed and then start all over eating within your treatment window. But you can actually put ear seeds on this, or you can just use a pen, or you can use the peace sign. Go ahead and cuff the ear just like this, and then I want you to consider massaging it. This will help you with nighttime cravings, whether it's carbs, salt, or sugar. Really, really good. So we're just going to do this for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to do aches and pains. Cramps, I'll do something really quickly for cramps. Also cinnamon tea can help you with cramps. You're welcome, absolutely. And anything for ringing in the ear, I'll show you under aches and pains when we go to that 3-point protocol. We'll do that, dear. And again, you guys just know that my priority is I believe that free healthcare is a right, a human right. So we're doing free clinics in 2024 for US and India. I'm super excited. I'm planning a trip to India to scope everything out. So do consider the subscription. It will help me to fund the money for the free clinic. And as a subscriber, we will monitor to see what questions you have, give you a little bit more TLC, and help you in that way. So do consider the star at the bottom left-hand corner to help me with the free clinic. I really would appreciate it. All right. Okay, let's do 3 points for aches and pains. And let me just go through again. If you're a subscriber, you get a blue star. So we have about 14 subscribers. First, we're trying to build it to 100, then 1,000, and then go from there. Last time I ran the free clinic, we needed $100,000. So trying to figure out the way so I can do this. Okay, for cramps, let's go ahead and do for cramps. So for cramps, you can do this point, dear. This will really help. And cinnamon tea can also help you with cramps. All right, let me check out the messages and give a little bit of priority to the subscribers, and then we'll do aches and pains. Yes, we'll cover migraines, hernia. You got to really consider talking to your doctor. Eye twitching, you can try the cinnamon tea. This chrysanthemum tea, the flower chrysanthemum tea. The other thing you can do is, as long as you're not pregnant and you have eye twitching tends to be because of stress. So what I want you to consider doing for stress is doing this point. Can't do this point if you're pregnant, but between the big toe and the little toe, you want to go into the ditch right here, and you want to massage that area, and that will help with eye twitching. Wow, a ton of messages. You guys are on fire. Okay. Ceylon cinnamon for tea. Ceylon cinnamon. Hypoglycemia. Do consider lime water. Lime water. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Really appreciate the love. Know that it's going towards a free clinic. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Carnita. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you for the love. Okay. All right. Let me just check. Okay. Wow, you guys are on fire with the questions. All right. Let me go ahead and just, all right, we got to do aches and pains. And then there's thyroid. Do go see your doctor, but consider this point for thyroid. I've seen it really work, but do work with your doctor on that. Okay, all right, let's do 3 points to really help with all sorts of aches and pains. But before I go into that, let me explain the reflexology that is really there with that. So first thing that I want to mention is that we are going to do a lot of hand points for aches and pains. And the hand pretty much looks like this reflexology. Maybe there's a bigger hand. Oh, here it is, my hand. So right here. So you can see that this is more to scale. So the wrist represents the neck, and the hair represents the fingers, the tips of the fingers. So if we can massage the palm of the hand and the neck, as you can see, a lot of people asked about tinnitus. I think tinnitus has to do a lot with the the allergies and so forth. So this mirror image, if you massage the palm, you will get sinus headaches, you will get jaw pain, you will get headaches, you will get migraines, you will get ringing in the ear, you will get earache, you will get a lot of different things that can help you. So kind of the rule of thumb, let me go ahead and explain it real quick. This is how I was trained, is that, you know, a lot of you, I can tell, hesitate to go to the doctor, but you really should go to the doctor because they, you know, they are well trained to help you. So if, God forbid, you see blood, you cough up blood, you see blood in the stool, or if you see blood, rule of thumb is go see your doctor. Don't hesitate, go see your doctor. And if there's something else going on and you're not quite sure, rule of thumb is if it's been going on for 8 to 10 days, you got to see the doctor. These are self-care tips that can help you, but it's always good to get a diagnosis, always good to have more information so that you can make a decision. But these are really good self-care things. But again, can't stress it enough. I want to drill it in. If you see blood, coughing, or in your stool or in your urine, don't stop. Please go to the doctor. Please, please. I'm urging you to go to the doctor right away. And then if you have an ache and pain that's been going on for more than 8 days, 10 days, go see your doctor. But these are self-care things you can do. So first thing is this reflexology really looks like this. So you can tell these points are good for anything in the head: jaw pain, tinnitus, ringing in the ear, earaches, the night, you know, headaches, migraines, and things of that nature. It also can help if you do the image this way. It can also help with neck pain, shoulder pain, eye strain, and so forth. And then also the foot and the hand, they are analogous. They are actually the same embryonic tissue. So if you lay the foot, let's see, I gotta find the other foot. So this image of the foot is pretty much identical. So if you're having medial foot pain, you can go to the medial aspect of the arm. If you're having lateral foot pain, you can go to the lateral aspect of the arm. So it's pretty much like this, or it's pretty much like this. So if you're having this strain, then I want you, remember, acupuncture is a contralateral medicine. If you have right arm pain, you go to the left leg and so forth. So if you're having left foot pain on the medial aspect, you go to the right arm on the medial aspect. So left foot discomfort here, you go right here for the pain. So it's opposite. So if you are having difficulty, then let's say again, left medial aspect, you go to the right medial aspect of the hand, and then just do the acupressure for a couple of minutes. I want to teach you another mirror image. And this is Anna. We named her the other day. My name is Anita, so this is little Anna. Well, it should be Anita too, but all good. So the image also is that the palm of the hand not only represents the uterus and the stomach, that's why a lot of the metabolism points are on the palm of the hand, but also the hip and the ilium, a lot of the points are on the palm of the hand as well. So we're going to do 3 points on the palm of the hand to help with a bunch of different things. So let me walk you through it. Heel pain, I'll do in a second. Hang on, Pinka. We'll do it in a second. Only rule you guys know, can't do hand and foot points if you're pregnant. Can't do it, can't do it. So no hand and foot points if you're pregnant. So what I want to talk to you guys about is heel pain. Remember, the mirror image is pretty much like this, right? Analogous. So if you're struggling with heel pain, you pretty much want to go to this area right here. So what I want you to consider is if you're struggling with heel pain, if you're struggling with left heel pain, go to the right hand, and then I want you to massage this area. And then on the left heel itself in the morning, take a hard surface ball and roll it out. It will break up the fascia, get you new blood flow, and it will help you. And then we will cover earaches in a second, but earaches, if they linger, do see your doctor. Don't mess around. You definitely want to see your doctor. Okay, so let's go through it on my hand. So this point right here, really great for, well, lots of different things. It's good for hip pain. It's good for lateral leg pain. It's good for sacrum pain. It's also good for spinal pain, mid back, lower back, neck pain. It's also good for eye strain, shoulder pain. It's also really good for jaw pain, also constipation, diarrhea. This point can also help you with metabolism. Just can't do this point if you're pregnant. The way that I do it is I cup the hand like this and do this. We're going to do this together for just a minute. Everybody put phones down. Low back pain, this is a good point for you. Absolutely. And thank you so much for the love. Really appreciate it. This is a good point for migraines, especially if you're having a migraine like this. It's a really good point. So everybody put your phones down and do this point with me. One thing that I definitely want to drill into your heads is do consider doing this point every morning for a couple of minutes, because I find that, I work in a hospital. I have a lot of tension like this because I'm on the computer doing work and I'm starting to develop carpal tunnel here and my elbow hurts, right? So if I can do this point right here, then it kind of helps me not be in stress or tension. So yes, my dear Hannah, this is a great point for neck pain. Do consider it. Only reason why you can't do these points is that if you're pregnant, if you have a migraine, put the phone down and do this. So I would definitely say do this. For COVID, I will do my best to get to it in a little bit. I'm a little limited on what I can do on TikTok with COVID, but give me a little bit and I will do that. All right, so we're just gonna do this for another 30 seconds. We're gonna do 2 more points. So if you're just joining us, we're doing a 3-point protocol for all sorts of aches and pains, whether it's foot pain, whether it's sacrum pain or back pain or spinal pain or headaches or ringing in the ear and so forth. So do consider that. Night sweats are a little challenging, dear. I can do it. I have treated it really well, but I will say to you that I will need to go into a little bit more detail. Do consider the subscription, and I will do my best to get to it a little bit more, if that's okay. It's a little bit, I have done it well, it's a little bit more complicated. Okay, fantastic. So next point that we're going to do is this point between the ring finger and the little finger in this ditch. You're going to find a ditch between the 2 metacarpals right here. So I want you to consider this point, and we're going to do this point. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to do fist on top of fist. We're going to do this for a minute. I'm watching the clock. Don't worry. We'll end about 10. So really, really good. And if you, okay, thank you so much. Yes, if you go to Mirror Health, I wrote a bunch of blogs on fertility, how to regulate a cycle naturally. But for fertility, do work with your doctor. A great team approach is always really good. Swollen feet and ankles, dear, you can do this point. As long as you're not pregnant, you can certainly do this point. Remember, Chinese medicine, wrist represents ankle. So you can do this point and you can do this point as well. Really, really good. So I want you to just do this point with me for another 30 seconds. And this point is really great for endometriosis, regulating a cycle, back pain, sacrum pain, spinal pain, foot pain. This point also is really good for tinnitus, ringing in the ear, migraines, headaches, stress headaches, tension headaches, jaw pain. This is a really good go-to. So I'm trying to give you points that you can do when you just are, been pain to help you manage, but definitely work with your doctor. Absolutely. Woo! All right, next point that we're going to do is, you guys love it. This is like my little Muppet right here. So between the thumb and the index finger right here, between the index finger and the thumb right here. So I want you to put your hands together and then do this point with me for just a minute. So do consider doing this point. This point is really good for spinal pain, for medial foot pain, for also jaw pain, like pain right here. This point can help you with your constipated. This point can help you regulate a cycle. This point can help you with headache down the middle. This point can help you with mouth discomfort, toothache. This is a really good point. So 3 points for all sorts of aches and pains. We started with this, then we did this. So we did this, then we did this, and now we're doing this. So if you're struggling with aches and pains and don't know where to begin, you do this couple minutes, couple times a day, Terry. That's what you do, my girl. Terry Marie, that's what you do. Couple minutes, couple times a day. Just can't do these points if you're pregnant. Really, really good. So I just want you guys to do this for another 30 seconds. And then, yes, for esophagus, I want you to consider just massaging, not to flick you up. Please don't think I'm flicking you off. Is to just massage this. Really, really good. So I want you to consider doing this point. Hey, before we forget, and I'm going to forget, so check us out on Instagram. Please check us out on Instagram. We had like 150,000 followers on Instagram and we got hacked. So I'm trying to build it up. And check us out on YouTube. We're releasing a video. My gal Addison, she killed it. She's been working on it for 2 weeks. It's really, really good. And so I want you guys to check out our YouTube channel. We're coming up with a new look, and I am bilingual. So we're doing it in an Indian language and in English. And so we're trying to do that so that different people in the world get access to it. Faith, thank you so much. And again, all the social media money, whether it's PayPal or tips or donations, or the roses or the coins or the diamonds, they go to the free clinic. And you guys do consider the subscription. Please consider that subscription. I last time raised $100,000 to help me run the free clinic. It was a huge success. I personally treated 10,000 people, and 70% of them after 10 years have long-term results. So my goal is where I'm from in DC, nation's capital, as well as in a remote village in India. We want to run that free clinic. And if you become a subscriber, hit that star on the blue left-hand corner. We will monitor and give you first priority as far as live topics, questions, as well as, if you want to come on and do a guest and I'll do an intake, we can do that as well. So do consider the subscription. You become part of our family and our commitment, and we'll have volunteer opportunities for the free clinic as well. All right, fantastic. You guys feel good? I feel good. You want to put it in a chat if you feel good. And also, if somebody had a headache or back pain and they followed these points, I hope you did really good. So yes, we are here at 9 p.m. on 9 p.m. Eastern on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we started on Sunday at 10, 11, and 7. So we're figuring out a schedule. We'll also open up some mornings, so do consider that. All right. And feels good. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. Cheryl, girls. All right. We're going to talk about acid reflux and heartburn. So you're very welcome. Thank you. And then we are going to, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about acid reflux and heartburns, and I'm going to open up the chat. So you guys let me know what you want to hear about. And our subscripts, wow. It is the end of the day. Our subscribers get the blue star. So if you guys are on here, I will give you top priority as to what questions you may ask. So do consider the subscription. And so I'm going to open it up for questions. But as I'm opening up for questions, I'm going to monitor and see, if any of the subscribers go ahead and let me know what their questions are. We give them top priority. But let me talk about acid reflux and heartburn real quick. One thing you can do for acid reflux and heartburn is that you can consider taking a little bit of baking soda, putting it in an 8-ounce glass of water and drinking it. And just a little bit of baking soda, just like a tiny bit of baking soda. And you can put it in an 8-ounce glass of water and drink it every night. People feel really, really good with that. Woo! Okay, what I'm getting a lot in the chat. Let me cover one thing real quick on COVID. With COVID, really work with your doctor. Again, that's one of those things you don't want to mess around. And so do work with your doctor. But one acupressure point you can do as long as you're not pregnant, that is really helpful, is pretty much the medial aspect of the forearm. Right here, the medial aspect of the forearm. And that's called the 3 scholars. And you can just simply brush like this. And that can open up this area and bring immunity to that area. And acupuncture can bring immunity. They were doing acupressure and acupuncture intense in China as COVID was happening. So do consider just a little bit of acupressure right here. And also right here, a couple minutes, a couple times a day, and do work with your doctor. Okay, then let's do back pain again. A bunch of people wanted back pain again, and then we are going to monitor and see if other people had other questions. So let's go ahead and do back pain. All right, when people say back pain, there's a lot going on in the back because we've got the spinal nerve, we've got neck pain, we also have headaches that come from neck pain, we also have shoulder pain, we also have mid-back pain. Mid-back pain can be spinal, it can be lateral, it can also be glutes and so forth. So there's a lot going on for back pain. And so what I want to do is I want to talk to you about the mirror image so that you guys can understand. So mirror image is pretty much like this. So if you look at this, you can see that the knuckles represent the shoulders. And then if you flip the image, you can see that the wrist represents the neck. And if you flip the image again, you can see that the torso is represented by the palm of the hand. And that's why these points on the palm of the hand are so effective. So if you're struggling with back pain, my best advice to you, and back pain can cause sciatica, which can cause, pain down the leg, it can cause foot pain and so forth. So what I want you to consider doing, and we'll try to cover sinus and lymphatic drainage in a minute. Velma and Cheryl, hang with me, girls. So what I would say to you is if you're struggling with any type of neck pain, shoulder pain, eye strain, mid-back pain, spinal pain, lateral pain, sacrum pain, hip pain, gosh, I sound like Forrest Gump, don't I? Or sciatica or foot pain, then what I really want you to consider is the 3 points. You just can't do them if you're pregnant. So I want you to consider this point, couple minutes, couple times a day, this point, couple minutes, couple times a day, and this point, couple minutes, couple times a day. Absolutely. And for sinus trouble and lymphatic drainage, this is a really good point that you can do. This right here is a really good point that you can do. So please consider doing this point, couple minutes, couple times a day. Also, you can take citrus or eucalyptus, anything that's potent, put it on a Q-tip, and I want you to inhale it. And that can also help you with all sorts of opening up the sinuses, ethmoid, sphenoid, frontal, as well as maxillary sinuses. So really, really good that can help you along the way. Fantastic. All right. Then the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is earaches. Earaches. One thing you can do for earaches, let me give you a protocol that you can do for earaches. All right, you guys, I'm going to open up for last call on questions. Do consider last call on questions. And then again, before I answer the last call on questions, also do consider our YouTube and our TikTok. Do consider also Instagram, and then do consider our subscription. It'll help us run those free clinics in India and the US. And so, all right, we're going to do tinnitus, and then we're also going to do earaches. Okay, wow, thank you, Miss 420. Thank you. Tinnitus, and also, shoot, I already lost my train of earaches. So again, work with your doctor, but this point right here, can't do it if you're pregnant. You can do this point, couple minutes, couple times a day. This point, couple minutes, couple times a day for earaches and also tinnitus, ringing in the ear. And the other point you want to do is you want to consider doing the, I hope I don't step on that when I'm done, but all good. You're going to do this point right here. So for tinnitus and earache, you're going to do this point. Thank you, Vosmo. And you're going to do this point. And you're also going to do this point right here. And I want you to do it on both hands and both feet. Just can't do the hand and foot points if you're pregnant. All right, we got like 20 new messages. Let me check them out real quick and answer 1 or 2 more questions. And then everybody have a great day at work. Oh, thank you so much. Miss 420, you just got the #1 gifter badge. Thank you. Know that all the social media money goes towards the free clinic. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Woo. Actually, this is what I think I'm going to do. Thank you, Misunderstanding. Thank you for the love. Really, really appreciate it. All right. Wow. A bunch of questions. And I don't see a subscriber that, oh gosh, what do I do? All right, this is what I'm going to say to you guys. Let's do this in the interest of time. Vosmo, thank you so much. You guys, all the social media money go to free clinic here in DC and also where I'm from, you know, just it's a remote part of India. So let's talk about RA real quick, rheumatoid arthritis. Just do consider a soaking with Epsom salts with ginger. Ginger can relax the lining, the smooth muscle. So thank you, Misunderstanding. Thank you so much. So if you're struggling with RA, do consider this. Soaking in the tub with ginger Epsom salts, and you can also finely slice ginger, put them in lukewarm water, soak your hands and soak your feet. So do consider that. All right, Master King, thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate the love. Thank you for believing in me. All right, you guys, last 30 seconds. I want everybody to put their phones down. And what I would say is take the pen and then I want you to do ear shenmen with me. Last 30 seconds. Here, I'll keep track for us. So right here, I want you guys to consider doing ear shenmen. This is a nice way to reduce stress, reduce sadness, reduce panic attacks, feel good, and so forth. So do consider this for 30 seconds. Do it with me. I'm glad. I think everybody is doing with me because the chat got really quiet. So I want you to consider doing with me. Don't worry, I'm watching the clock. I want you, after you do this, think about your day, take a hot shower, and if you can't fall asleep, do this acupressure point for me. And just think about what you want out of your day and all will be good. It'll be really, really good. So do consider that, you know, a lot of times when I do these acupressure points, I meditate. I think about what I want and also put it out into the universe because acupressure, the sadhus of India used to meditate instead of doing acupressure. So, you know, actually they would say meditation is a poor man's acupuncture. What that means is that if you couldn't afford acupressure or acupuncture, you meditated. So know that there's a lot of good things that can come with this self-care. Do think about what you guys want. Woo! Thank you for a great Monday. Everybody have a great short week. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for all the veterans who served our country and for whose lives were lost. So thank you. And I want all of you to think about all of these, practice this. It would make me so happy for all of you to practice it. And we'll be here back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Good night, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye.